study coastal engineering. Coastal engineering involves the study of waves, currents, sediments, as they are the physical forces that create beaches and affect coastal regions. So I look a lot at the forces of nature along the coast and how we can live in those areas by designing structures to withstand them. So we use this wave basin because what we can do here is simulate waves in a physical model. So we actually build models of beaches. We create waves. They're about 10 or 20 centimeters high in the model. But what we can do is simulate the wave conditions and look at erosional patterns on beaches, on harbors, and how wave forces affect structures in the coastal environment. Here we are at the end of the wave basin where Nadira has an experiment set up. The beach is made of fine sand, and what we're going to see is the waves propagating towards the beach and eroding some of the sand on the beach.
So I'm here on exchange from the University of the West Indies, and I'm actually doing research towards my PhD in civil engineering. Right now I'm in the basin, the wave basin at Queens, and what I'm doing is I'm setting up my beach and putting together the equipment so that I would be able to run some waves and test some of the structures that I'm looking at. My research deals with looking at sustainable structures to guard against coastal erosion on our Caribbean beaches. So I'm looking at utilizing coconut fibers, which is a waste material. And hopefully I'm going to run some waves via that wave generator onto the beach, and we'll see how well they fare. Coconut fibers, if you're not familiar with it, they're mainly waste material. But the actual husk itself is just thrown away as waste in the Caribbean. In different parts of the world, however, like for instance in Asia and in India, Sri Lanka, they actually utilize the husk and they use it for like geotextile, which is erosion protection. The thing is, because it's a waste material in the Caribbean, I thought it would have been a great idea if we can actually see if our fibers can match the strength of the fibers that are used in the commercial markets. And if it can, then it can be used and recycled more or less, as opposed to being thrown away as waste in landfills. So basically what we have is we've created a beach. It's a slope that was recreated from a study site in Trinidad and Tobago, and we're going to place the structures on the width of the beach. We're going to fill it with water. We have probes set up. There are 8 probes in total. Each probe has a sensor part there, and what the sensor is going to do is actually going to calculate the wave heights that comes in here, so we have an idea of the different types of waves that affect the shoreline. The next half of the project will entail actually taking the fibers and building log structures with them, placing them on a beach and seeing how the waves impact on them and if they actually protect the beach in any form.